to the answers to the that are within them. So for me, like when I hear about coaches, or the few times I've been to a coach for myself, a good coach will not tell you the answer. A good
Yes.
coach asks you the questions
Yes.
and lets you know that you have the answers.
That's right.
It's just that the gift of a coach or a healer is that it helps the person in another orientation. Like, I'm not just alone talking in my head. The fact that I'm talking to you helps me see maybe my blind spot,
That's right.
or something that's already actually there. But when I'm there just in my head with all my thoughts running, sometimes it's hard. Or when the world is so loud.
That's right.
Diba? So in my work also as a theta healer, pranic healer, and I'm also in the process of getting my certification for embodiment coaching. What I am, I am now sort of moving away from the term healer or intuitive healer, and I wouldn't call myself a coach, but it's more like I don't know, I'm a friend. I'm someone who maybe you can just talk to, and maybe
Naku, baka ang daming biglang mag-message sa'yo niyan sa inyong dalawa.
Somehow that's true. I don't like
Maybe you'd become
formal,
everybody's
no?
friend sa ating mga viewers.
Titles, no? Most of the ones I coach, they just call me Kuya Jan. That's it.
So, Kuya John for everybody.
Yeah.
Dun sa mga naku-coach mo, how do you guide them? Is it daily, weekly? Do you check up on them and say, oh, kamusta ka na?
There are cases na merong daily, merong cases na weekly. Depende sa tao where they're at in their lives. So yung mga weekly lang, alam mong naghahanap lang ng konting redirect or konting clarity. Pag araw-araw yan, talagang nahirapan sila mag-clarify ng buhay nila.
Pag araw-araw. Pero merong nag-aaraw-araw.
Dati meron.
Okay.
Tapos, mas masaya ako kapag medyo nagwi-weekly na lang kami. Parang ganun. Kasi at least, I know that meron kaming progress. Sa mga...
Again, this is not a job, ha?
No, it's not.
You do this on the side of your regular job.
Yeah, I do that on the side lang.
So, what drove you to do this? Kasi it looks like a full-time job.
It is, somehow, but I love doing it. It keeps me going. Siguro kaya siya mukhang job, pero hindi siya job for now. Although I do have clients na pay me in terms of corporations. So they hire me na lang to be their pag team building and for their clarifications sa kanilang running the company or kung ano yung direction nila.
Consultancy, oo.
Parang ganun
Parang
na lang. So
nagpo-progress sa ganon.
doon na lang ako nakakuha ng what you call yung paid job in a way. So through companies.
Okay.
Pero pagdating sa mga kabataan na nangangailangan ng help or ng clarification or redirection, I give it for free.
Talagang parang full-time job siya. Tumatango na lang si Lisa
So
kasi
you mostly coach the youth. Parang young
Yes.
people.
there is an age range that you specialize in.
Siyempre naman kasi kahit na pagbalik rin natin, alam mo dito sa Pilipinas, ang mentality pa rin natin is kind of tribal or we listen to our elders. Elders, no?
Kaya Kuya John,
Let's just
Kaya
claim
Kuya
it.
John,
Let's just
oo.
own it.
naging
Ayun,
Kuya John
nandun na tayo
So,
sa,
you
ako nandun na ako sa
transitioned
age
into
na
this,
gano'n.
oo.
So, pagka mas bata, tapos nagka-clarify ka ng mga, kaya kina-clarify mo yung buhay nila through questions, they get to answer properly. Tapos, hindi it's non-threatening. Pagdating sa kaedad ko, tapos ganito ang line of questioning mo, para kang parang ganun yung dating
So pagka age level, hindi ubra.
Ay, hindi.
Hindi talaga.
It's hindi naman negative yun in a way, no? But it's because of our culture. Yun lang naman yun. I'm not offended by it. But you just need to learn not to understand.
We just accept that it's like that.
Yeah.
For Lisa, you say that you're veering away from the term healer. Can you expound a little bit on that since you're into theta and pranic
Yes.
healing and Reiki?
Yeah, because I'm not the one doing the healing.
Yeah, that's
I'm simply the medium or the channel. And yes, I have training in how to do that, sure. But I'm also very aware of the fact that there is a higher power, or maybe I'm like with theta healing, you learn to do the theta meditation, so you're raising your vibration to that brain wave so that you can connect better with with God or the divine or your source or energy, whatever toots your horn, the creator. So more and more, it's not that it's not what anyone told me. It's just how I feel. So I'm very aware. So with whatever I do, Reiki, pranic, theta, or even in embodiment coaching, we call it the sacred resonance. When you're just so present. Sometimes there was this one healing that I had. Actually, it was somebody. We were kaklasiko, so we have to practice on each other, right? And he barely said the word, but the sacred resonance was so strong that I was getting so many downloads, and he was just there with me as it was ongoing. And then afterwards, I thanked him. And he said, "Why are you thanking me? I didn't do anything." And I said, "But your presence, we cannot discount it." Perhaps he was so open and his vibration was so high.
All right.
And some people say that the healer is not doing the healing. Actually, the healer brings their vibration to the table, and because of we're going into science, you're showing your client the possibility, and they pick up on that, so the client is being shown or feels the possible vibration. So I'm probably explaining it
Kasi
not the clearest way, but
our viewers might be curious on how you actually heal, and then sasabihin nila, what is this kind of healing? It's about energy, correct?
yes.
So when did you start?
So I experienced a healing right before my son was born. So that's how I conceived. I had the pranic healing section, tas boom, nabuntis ako. And then,
Wow.
yes, ang galing, no? And then while I was experiencing the healing, I was getting so many downloads of why it's like this and how I can be better. And the healer was saying, "Oh wow, you're really gonna get pregnant because you're learning all these things. You're so open." So
And we're going to say hi to Kalinaw and Amihan,
Yes.
who are here in the studio.
my
Hello.
children. So so that's how I got into it, because I was so profoundly moved
And how has it helped
by
you?
this healing. How has this helped me? You know what? I think it's shown me kasi parang when you learn something like this, it makes you dive into the question of who am I really? And why am I here? And what is my relationship with all that is? I think at the end of the day, that's what it does for me. And I don't have all the answers. I have good days, I have bad days, just like everyone else. But I think what this does for me is that instead of jumping into the abyss, into despair, parang I get reminded na no, I belong to all that is, and I'm connected.
So it sort of grounds you and makes you resilient to the ups and downs of life? Could be?
It helps.
It helps.
Definitely. But like, a lot of people know that my husband passed away 3 years ago, and wow, that was really humbling. Kasi akala ko, marami na akong alam, di ba? Yung meditation, healing, ganun. But wow, nothing prepared me for
Nothing
that
really
kind
can
of...
prepare you.
Nothing. And then, but I'm glad that I had all of these resources, because I allowed myself to go through it. Hindi yung pache-pache, hindi, okay na ako. No, I really allowed myself to feel
The whole
all those-
experience.
Yes, and we're still feeling it, by the way. But of course, it changes.
So nakatulong.
Oo naman, because before he passed, my inner guidance was already telling me to do a lot of self-care. So I was doing that, like, doing the exercising, meditating, journaling every day. I was gardening a lot it was still pandemic.
Yeah.
So I was doing a lot. Parang my inner guidance was just saying, don't make any plans, take care of yourself. So when it happened, I was actually at a very good place. Had it happened 2 years before that, I think I would have been
A
a real
different
hot
story.
mess. I mean, more of a hot mess than usual. But yeah, so
So it helps. For life coaching, tell us, John, what's the biggest obstacle in the life coaching that you've experienced? Or is there a case that sinabi mo, oh my gosh, hindi ko na kaya yata ito?
There are naman na mga tao where they want to be or they want to be coached, but they're unwilling naman din sila to change kung whatever it is that's causing
So tandem ito, you want to be coached, but
difficulty.
you also need to adjust part of you.
So pag nakita ko na hindi to magde-decide, maghihintay na lang ako until magkaroon ng tipping point sa buhay niya.
Oo.
And yung hintay ang nakakainis. Kasi nakikita
Kasi
mo
while waiting, nothing happens, like good
or more on, papunta sila sa destructive behaviors nila. And syempre, as a coach, you want the best for everyone as much as you can. No? Pero you get to that point where kahit na you have this ideal where sana maganda lahat ng buhay ng tao, people do have bad habits and a lot of masamang mentality talaga.
Oo.
Kung ano finifeed kasi ng mind nila, yun talaga yung lalabas sa kanilang actions, yun ang lalabas talaga sa kanilang behaviors.
Sometimes kasi the negativity around us gets to us na rin.
Yeah.
So it impedes the process of
So,
any
parang
healing.
computer lang yan, di ba? Parang computer. Garbage in, garbage out. Kung ano in-input mo sa computer, yun lang malalabas. O ngayon, medyo high-tech na, AI, di ba? Kung ano yung prompt mo sa AI,
Ayun
kung
ang
hindi ka
lalabas.
marunong mag-prompt,
Mag-prompt.
ang pangit ng labas ng AI.
Basura,
Oo, basura
oo.
din ang lalabas sa AI mo. So now you have to learn how to prompt it na properly. Same is true sa ating mindsets. Ang mindsets natin, it can be nurtured, thus it can be because of experiences or traumatic experiences or whatever kung ano man yung na-feed sa mind mo that influenced you na, dapat ito yung gagawin ko. Di ba, most of the time, yung ating actions, because we fear rejection, katulad ako, yun isa sa mga naging struggles ko na, fear of rejection. I rarely face cameras, yung mga ganito. I don't want this. I don't want the public eye. Kumbaga, I don't want to be nakikita.
Behind the scenes
Behind
ka
the
talaga.
scenes lagi ako. Because I want, may motto pa nga ako dahil nga dun sa insecurities mo for rejection, di ba? Low profile, high impact. Nilagyan ko pa ng
Ganda. Binuo niya yung motto niya.
di ba? Ginawan ko pa ng excuse yung ayaw kong makita ako
Pasok
ng
na
tao.
pasok naman yung excuse.
Di ba? Low profile, high impact. Medyo malabo but there are days talaga you need to face the camera or face yung popularity sometimes. So yun, yung mga ganun. You have to really, navigate towards
Tell us about Mindful Morsels.
Oh, Mindful Morsels Cafe. During the pandemic, we noticed na tumataas yung depression ng mga kabataan because wala na silang ginawa kundi to be in social media. And they started comparing their lives with other people's lives. And of course, dito sa Pilipinas, most of our lives, sabi nila, because of poverty, it sucked a lot. Okay, yun yung perception. Okay, so because hindi sila makasabay sa mga pinapakita ng mga kaedad nila, nade-depress sila. Tapos, yun, gusto nilang tapusin na. So, naisip namin ni Amparo, yung nag-plug si Amparo sa Apothecary.
Hello, Amparo.
Hi, Amparo.
Mga parokyano.
we thought of creating a safe space for students with yung difficulty ba in processing yung mga kanilang challenges in life. So that's why Mindful Morsels Cafe was born.
That was what year? 22?
22 ba? Yeah, 22.
Around 22, right?
Around 22. We wrote it down, tapos we're offering a safe space for them. Of course, we offer food pa rin naman. We offer coffee, we offer pasta and chicken tenders. Recently, medyo sinasabi ko nga, dahil kay Malen tuloy, napaisip ako eh. Sabi ko, dahil Mindful Morsels, nag-reclarify ako, kumbaga. Siguro mas maganda rin na maganda yung morsels na kinakain nila, no? Mas healthy. Sa tanong pa, bibilin kaya ng mga bata to? Anyway, mag-offer ako soon ng
So the cafe
vegetable
is a
diet
hangout
somewhere.
place, a safe space.
Yeah.
Pumatok naman, they really go there.
Yeah, they go there. Tas,
Nandun si Kuya John.
Yeah. Some talk to me a lot. Tapos, yung iba na nga, nandun lang para, ma-inspire lang ng konti. Tas,
So pag gustong ma-inspire, pumunta sa Mindful Morsels.
yeah, I'm there lang naman. Wala namang problema.
But keep the chicken tenders.
O keep the chicken tenders.
Biglang nagutom ako.
For Lisa, how do you stay positive? I mean, there must be days that it's harder than most.
I feel like, everyone who's in a messenger chat with me is laughing right now with that question, because they know that I'm not always
So put
positive.
together,
And it
oo.
took me, actually, even in the last couple of weeks, it's only recently that I realized that there's a difference between grief and negative thinking. Because I used to mix it up. You feel guilty when you're grieving. And I thought, oh my God, am I being negative? And I realized that, oh no, there is a difference. Your grief is your grief. You're missing someone. You're grieving the loss. But negative thinking naman is different. So it's, I'm learning to see what the negative thoughts are and changing that. So how do I stay positive? There, People I Have Been, my book, that's how, everything I've learned, it's to make myself feel better. It's not because, yes, I do have a vocation to help others, but really I was helping myself because for whatever reason, I didn't feel completely comfortable in my own skin. So that journaling thing has been going on for a long time, and it's my self-care, it's my self-help.
You still journal
Oh yeah, every day.
every day. The entries that you put, kasi people are scared or naiilang pag sinabing, mag-journal ka. Kailangan ba maiksi, mahaba? Kailangan reflective, insightful palagi? What do you journal?
Yeah, first of all, what I practice is what is espoused by Julia Cameron in her book, The Artist's Way, which is a 12-week program for creative self-recovery. And so it's called Stream of Consciousness Writing or Morning Pages. And there you need to approach it without any agenda. You're basically supposed to wake up in the morning, do it first thing in the morning, like, sige, go to the toilet first, and then you sit down while you're having your morning coffee, and fill up 3 pages in your journal.
Wow.
3 pages?
Yes, and I tell...
Lalong matatakot yung mga nanonood,
Hindi yung front and back, yung
Front.
Yung harap lang.
back,
oo.
front. There,
Okay.
3. And then, but you...
Sulat lahat to.
Sulit lahat, long
Thought,
hand.
long hand.
And you go in medias res. You start in the middle of things. This is not an essay that your teacher's gonna grade. This is not even writing.
Yeah.
Oo.
You're just there to allow whatever is there. So if your first thought is, I have no idea what I'm gonna say, edi yan yung isulat mo. But the whole point is, you do not stop writing until 3 pages are done. You can even put a timer to prevent yourself from thinking, from trying to make it nice. So if you have misspellings,
Okay lang.
kung mali-mali yung punctuation mo, wala kang beginning, middle, and conclusion. It doesn't have to make sense. And the whole point of morning pages is not to learn how to write well, but it's to connect with yourself. So you're connecting to that wellspring, of creativity,
That's right.
your soul, whatever you want to call it, your subconscious. And for the first few times, it's gonna be a lot of garbage, petty, jealous,
And then
angry.
eventually it will pan out.
And then eventually the whole point is to get to the first, what Natalie Goldberg calls your first thoughts. And your first feelings. These are your thoughts and your feelings that have not been imposed upon by your parents, by your society. So ito yung authentic self. So that is the gift of journaling, of doing it this way. There are many ways to journal, and I'm not saying that this is the only way. I also practice gratitude journaling. I also use, once in a while, I use prompts, but really it's the stream of consciousness writing that has strengthened perhaps the I, like, or learning to connect to the true I, to the true self. So I feel like that maybe that's where the straight strength comes from, na no matter what's going on around you, like there could be a storm around you, but if you're able to connect to yourself and stay grounded there, then you can be a hot mess but still know that you're okay. Diba?
So
Parang,
that's journaling.
that's one of the things that I
Oo.
practice. There's also movement. There's also breath work. There's also...
Oh, yung movement, you showed me one exercise before.
I did?
Yeah, you did.
What?
Video. To keep moving. Oo. She's into that palagi.
Yeah, sometimes, and it's a way of, if you do it mindfully, you're discharging.
Oo.
Diba? Hindi lang lahat dito, hindi lang lahat dito. Like, we are in a body, and our bodies are our partners in this beautiful earth experience. And our bodies actually carry so much wisdom. So we need to move it, and we also need to listen to
Oo.
it. So
Kasi this episode, it's not about experts. It's about how people really cope. That's why John and Lisa nandito. Kasi nga, real people and how they have navigated their lives and are trying to help others to do it also. So,
True.
yung mga sinasabi dito, it's really what they do. Parang si Lisa, she just wants to literally keep sane every day.
you got
John, naging Kuya John bigla kasi nga, he genuinely wants to help other people. So, nung na-realize nyo you're in this level na, I mean, are you comfortable with what you've presented yourselves to be, like the author, journaling, the vessel of healing, Kuya John? Did you realize that 10 years ago you'd be here?
Kinda. Kasi yun,
Na-foresee talaga.
yun yung ginawa kong projection
Aha.
for myself.
Siya talagang yung project niya.
So, pati in trainings, kasama doon. So, talagang I had to concentrate on how I do things
Mhm.
and how I live my life.
It's methodical, what you do.
Kinda. Kasi you have to really put in a lot of principles behind it. Katulad ng sinasabi sa healing ninyo, there are principles behind it. No? But of course, meron akong ibang worldview regarding healing. For example, in my case,
Mhm.
iba yung worldview ko kasi masyado akong naka-lean towards medicine naman, di ba? Kasi pre-med ako before ako nag-psychology sa Singapore. So, yung mga friends ko are in the medical field as well. So, yun nga, when I listened to my body, alam ko something's wrong, punta ako sa mga doctor friends ko. And sa mercy ng Diyos, I'm still here.
Mhm.
Otherwise, I could have been gone more than a decade ago. But yun nga, you have to listen rin. You know when to resign in certain positions of influence or power kasi may kasamang stress yun, may stressors. So yun yung mga kailangan nating ma-realize. Pagka we're talking about ourselves. No? Kasi kung wala kang feeding, if you don't have feeding rin, how can you give something that you don't have? Diba? So yun isa sa mga kailangan rin kaya rin gusto naman lang mag-life coaching or to help other people. That's good. It's all good, no? But you want to help out and you want the best for other people. Yes. But don't forget yourself. You need to feed yourself. In my case, since I'm a Christian man, I feed myself through scripture, through word, so that I'm able to help out. Otherwise, kung wala akong feeding, it's gonna be a nasty day.
Yeah.
It's
So it
gonna
has
be
to come from something.
Yeah. It's gonna be a nasty day kasi I'm running on empty. You know when we're running
Yeah.
on empty, wala. It's gonna be a really,
Tsaka
really bad
everything
day.
is energy eh.
Yes.
So, like me, if I'm not, like, let's say I didn't have a good night's sleep or something,
Oh, no.
or
Yeah.
I'm feeling sad about something,
Madidiskaril.
I actually postpone the session.
Oh, yeah.
I
Well,
will
that's
be
good for
honest
you.
with them because I don't wanna bring that there. I won't be a good, resource.
Oh, yeah.
Baka bumaba pa siya.
Oh, kasi makikita nila yung body language
Kasi
usually
starts from
natin
yourself
eh. Yeah.
talaga. Whatever base you are. Christian-based or energy-based.
Even the way you speak, mararamdaman nila yan eh. Kasi sabihin nila kagad siya, Kuya Jan, something wrong? Parang ganun. Tama ka. Let's do this another
Step
day.
back.
Yeah.
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 I'm so sorry. Let's do this another day.
How many coaches or how many are calling you Kuya Jan now?
A lot.
Dami.
Isang decade ko nang ginagawa
Oo.
nito eh. Or more than.
At present.
Present, di ko binibilang na eh. Kasi kung pupunta lang sila, tapos casual na lang yung coaching eh. Hindi na ako masyado eh. Hindi na ako nag-journal masyado kasi how should I say this? Hindi na ako data-driven hindi katulad ng dati.
So, nag-evolve na rin.
Oo. Dati kasi data-driven kaya kung naging success ba yung kinounseling or kinoach mo na kasi yung tinatawag nila sa marriage counseling.
Napaka-serious kasi,
napaka-serious
oo.
eh. Sa akin kasi coaching yun. So I ask a lot of questions for them kasi magkaiba silang faith. Sabi ko, how are you going to reconcile this? Diba, you have to face the facts na iba yung paniniwala mo sa faith. Pagdating na sa practical niyan, saan mo siya ibabaptize? Babaptize mo ba siya o hindi? Yun yung mga
O yun yung mga
clarity na
yung
kailangan
mga
ng mga
important questions
oo. So,
na kailangan i-bring up.
Oo, tapos like finances, magastos si ganito, siya hindi matipid.
Oo.
Alam mo, pag nag-clash yan, sabi ko, may problema tayo.
So may kino-coach kang couples din.
Yeah. Coaching. Tapos even how families relate.
Family dynamic.
Oo, kunyari, ang mother-in-law, ayaw niya doon sa babae. Ay, nako, sabi
Ay, so may
ko.
mga ganong situation.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, gosh.
Oh, yeah. They have to work it out. Kaya you ask the questions to them.
Nandun ka ba from hanggang sa ending? I mean, may happy ending ba? Sa mga
Merong,
kino-coach mo?
most na mga na-coach ko, they have thriving relationships. Na-clarify nila, nagkaroon ng boundaries, nagkaroon ng demarcation lines, and they communicated it well with their families and sa isa't isa. No?
Oo.
Meron ring talagang
Epic
umpisa pa
fail,
lang,
oo.
at least yun sa akin, I feel success siguro yun. Umpisa pa lang, kasi different faiths sila, they had to let go of each other. Parang
Yeah.
ganon.
So
Kasi it's
yun
gonna
ang
be
naging
war.
resolution.
Oo, it's gonna be war. Meron naman na tinuloy pa rin nila but it ended up in separation. So, nakakalungkot din pagka ganon. But you see, hindi ko na-control yun. Kaya hindi na ako nag-data-driven. Kasi
Oo.
affected ka eh.
How do you disassociate? I mean, syempre nalulungkot ka pag hindi
Of
happy
course,
ending.
oo.
So how do you take care of yourself?
A lot of me time. A lot of meditation, for me, a lot of worship, a lot of reading of the word. And of course, I have a sounding board, si Amparo.
Hello, Amparo.
Hello again.
Hello again, Amparo. Akala namin
May
pupunta
sounding board
ka.
ako. May sounding board ako. So, maganda rin na meron ka rin someone to hear you out without putting inputs. Yun lang naman yun, di ba? Usually pag sa coaching din, they just need somebody to listen to them. At the end of the day, people want to be listened to. Parang, tama ba yun? Yeah.
They want to be seen.
They want to,
They
yeah,
wanna be
yes.
heard.
They want to be heard. Dan yun pala, yun. They want to be heard. They want to know that somebody gives them importance.
Yeah.
That they are valued. Yun yung mga napansin ko sa mga kabataan. Naghahanap talaga sila ng value nila.
For the generation now. Oo. For Lisa, how many journals do you have na?
Oh my God.
Kasi if you do it every day,
Well, as an adult, I have a big white plastic box and it's full already.
Wow!
And I have shelves that
You have
have
shelves?
journals. And
Oo.
actually, I'm debating like, susunugin ko na ba?
pero
Baka
material
biglang
to.
I'll die and then, oh no, my journals are still in existence in the world.
Pero that's material for probably a next book.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really want to read them again, and that's the thing. I've turned some of them into essays,
Oo.
but my purpose is not really to reread them. But I've kept them just because it's a part of you. But
That's
I'm
right.
still on the fence. Like, I don't know if I'm gonna keep them or burn them.
For the healings, you have sessions now with other people.
Yes,
You have,
I do.
Galing.
Yeah.
You have clients.
Yeah, and iba-iba, like some of it's all physical illness starts with the emotion.
Oh, yeah.
I mean, it's all connected. So even if if someone comes to me because they have cancer, usually parang yes, of course I can do it on the physical level, but more often than not, we're also dealing with the cause,
Yes,
and the
right.
cause is usually emotional, especially with something like that, like cancer. It's usually an inability to let go of your anger,
Oo, they say
or
nga, cancer
let go of
is
the past.
rooted in that, sama ng loob, or
Yeah.
kinikim-kim.
Yeah, meron rin ako fina-follow. His name is Dr. Don Colbert. He's a Christian doctor. And he has this book, Deadly Emotions. And you're right. Cancer talaga, it's the unforgiveness. A lot of times na akala mo you have forgiven, di pa pala.
Oh, yeah.
So dala-dala mo yan until what? The longest time. Di mo alam, it's eating you na pala everything.
Yeah. And sometimes you don't know about it. That's why I also am very interested in healing with your chakras. So, because diba the chakras, they're energy centers, and each chakra usually has like these nerves and organs that are connected to each chakra. So, for example, one of my clients, she had a thyroid cancer, and so she, I always tell my clients, yes, please see a doctor. I never tell them not to. I see a doctor if I need to. But while she was doing that, she had an operation, radiotherapy, and all that. We were also having sessions, and really the root of it was her inability to speak her truth, her inability to say, this is what I want, and I'm gonna make it happen. So as we were having sessions, she became empowered enough to actually do something that was just for her, not for her husband, not for her children.
For
Just for herself. And oh gosh, pre-pandemic pa to, and she's thriving. She's
Pre-pandemic pa yun.
Oo, and I'm just so happy that her last test result was clear.
Negative.
So,
And
may
I'm not
may
taking
success rates din naman.
yeah, I'm not taking credit.
Oh, yeah, because-
There's so many factors, but
Yeah, totoo naman yun pagka may release in terms of negative emotions.
That's true.
And you facilitated it. Ang ganda nun ang ganda ng feeling rin nun That's why ako rin naman, I'm on a sabbatical. Just to remove the stress levels. Kasi the stress levels na meron ako, sa dami ng responsibilities ko, it affected my heart.
Oh,
Ganon
yeah.
yun, kabilis. So kasi the burden you carry sometimes, hindi nila alam kung gaano kabigat. And pagka pinasa mo na sa iba, magugulat sila, yan ba yung burden na dala mo?
Oo.
Yes, that's why it affects yung physical, ano ko. Eh di ba, kahapon lang ata may nag-release ng report or research sa New York, somewhere sa New York, na may bagong cause ng heart disease, broken-hearted. Totoo pala yun,
That's
di ba?
that's called the broken heart syndrome.
That's right.
That when you're
When you lose
Kasi-
a spouse.
when you lose a spouse
Yeah.
or a tragedy or you're sad.
Eh, ang problema doon, it affects males more than females.
Eh, kasi nga hindi masyadong
Hindi expressive
Oo.
ang males eh.
Pero that's true, the broken heart syndrome.
Di ba?
Yeah,
So,
right after a typhoon in La Trinidad where ang daming namatay at ang daming mga bahay na nasira. A group of educators came sa Benguet State University and they were talking about that, the broken heart syndrome. And the people of La Trinidad at that time, matagal na to, mga decade ago, were suffering from a broken heart. Kasi nga, ang daming nawala in terms of
And
structures,
di ba during that
people.
time,
After
nobody-
Pepeng,
Oh,
Di ba during that time, nobody knew about that. Yung mga cardiologists sabi na, what's going on? Di ba?
Oo.
Ang dami lang questions, di nila alam kung ano yung cause. Now, that nakahabol ng
there's
konti
a
ang
connection.
science,
Oo.
I mean, there's a connection talaga.
And that's true. Pranic healing is based on energy healing and never sinasabing wag pumunta sa doctor.
Yeah.
So it's a give and take talaga. Magpa-pranic healing ka but go to your doctor. And it's a combination of factors. That's why you are healed.
yeah, and sometimes the healing is not physical. Sometimes it's really about the journey of the heart. And one of my clients, unfortunately, he passed. But we had, I think, 12, parang we had 6 sessions and then he renewed. He
Renewed.
wanted another 6 sessions. And one of the last sessions we had, he said, you know what, I bought flowers and I had them sent to my condominium.
Oh,
And he said, because he said, I love flowers and I finally realized I deserve them.
oh.
Iniyak ako. But I was so happy.
Kasi
So,
na-realize nga niya.
because I realized that of course I was disappointed na we weren't able to turn it around, but I realized later on that was the healing
That he needed.
that he needed. It was the peace and the self-love.
That's right.
So it's very humbling, you know. And that's why I also don't want to call myself a healer. Maybe I'm just a friend.
You're a friend.
Because
Yeah,
I'm a friend.
she's a friend and he's a kuya.
Yeah.
So we have real people here who are trying to heal themselves and
Yes, well, yeah.
heal other people along with them. Do you think you were cut out to do this? Ikaw na project mo na si Kuya Johnny.
Hindi lagi kasi nag-pre-med ako eh. So I wanted to go to medicine then. Tapos somehow during the pre-med I had this knack for it eh.
Oo.
Tapos sabi ko, misplaced ata ako ah. Parang gano'n.
Ba't ako nandito?
Bakit ako nandito? Ba't ako nagpapakahirap? So what I did was, I just finished it, tapos nag-pass ako ng board ng medtex. So, tapos after
Tapos,
nun,
hindi mo na pinractice.
I asked my dad, hindi ko na pinractice.
Nakakainis.
I asked my dad if meron siyang kakilala na gano'n. So sabi niya, yeah, I have a very good friend in Singapore. Wow, di pinalayas niya ako. Hindi, pinalayas ako. Pinalipad niya ako doon, tapos I started my training there.
Alright. So a different career path right after the boards.
Yeah, tapos I realized naman sa Singapore na I'm not a counselor kasi
At least na-eliminate
Ano
na
yung-
yun. Not a counselor.
masyado kong sinasapuso yung problema ng ibang tao eh. So I'd rather not do counseling. So mag-coaching na lang ako. Hindi, mas maaga akong mamamatay pagka lagi mong
Oo.
dinidibdib yung mga problema ng ibang tao.
For you,
What?
did Risa,
Did they
Risa
want
was
to-
an actress,
Yeah.
theater.
See,
So, did you realize you were cut out for this? At what point in your life did you see?
Ever since I was a kid, I was a closet psychologist because I love
Paano yun?
devouring yung mga M. Scott Peck,
Yes.
The Road
Wow.
Less Traveled.
Ay,
But I was always afraid. I really felt like I should have taken psychology, but I was afraid of that problem of, oh no, I won't be able to to let go of my clients. I was afraid of that happening, but I was always interested. But I never really thought about. Yeah, I was a theater artist. Then I became a writer. I am always in the arts. But no, it wasn't until I experienced a profound healing that I realized, oh my, it wasn't even a thought. There is no plan until now. It's just, it's just your inner nudge na, oh my gosh, I'm so interested in this. What happened? I want to know more. It's the curiosity. I think rather than a passion, I have a curiosity and I follow wherever my curiosity leads me. So I feel like, and it's so funny how God works, or the higher power, or energy, however you want to call it. I usually get clients who are also mirroring to me
Oh.
things I need to heal in myself. Natatawa ako. And I'm like always silently telling God, like, thank you. Because in helping that other person, I'm also helping myself, and I'm also learning from that other person.
That's a good point. Learning from other people's lives.
Do you learn from the younger generation? I
Oh,
mean,
yes.
people
I
say that this
learn a
generation,
lot.
or how I love this generation, but they say that it's a different breed of people.
I must say they're a higher breed. I'm
They are
glad that
the improvement.
I'm glad that there's an improvement. They're a higher breed, although we do have difficulty in terms of
They have their own quirks.
education, but with moral standards in a way, they understand how things work at an early age, and
They're
they
more
already
emphatic than people give them credit for.
That's right, and they would like to do what is right. That's the thing.
As we have seen in this recent election, the youth vote have made their voices heard.
Thank
Yeah,
God.
yeah. And I am amazed at how they devour information lang kasi masyado mabilis yung information na naiiwan yung processing. That's where we come in as
Ay,
their
ito na.
elders or yung kuya ate.
The reluctant healer and the Kuya John.
So yun lang, to decompress information kasi masyado nang mataas yung level of information. Yung comprehension on how to make it, we have this thing called, a principle that I teach, it's called Kichi-Kichi principle. The Kichi-Kichi, if I ask you, get me a Kichi-Kichi, they don't know what to get me. Diba? So kahit na anong pilit ko, oh look, I'm going to give you guys 1,000 pesos just to give me a kichi-kichi. Nobody would move because they don't know what a kichi-kichi is. And most of the time, people who don't know the kichi-kichi are afraid to just, randomly get to give me stuff. Diba? Kasi nga ayaw nilang masabi na, ay mali.
Oo.
Diba? Parang ganun.
So the fear of that.
Anyway, the kichi-kichi principle is that you cannot do what you cannot see. So kaya natin dinidecompress yung information kasi there's a lot of information but they cannot see they cannot see kung ano yung kailangan nilang gawin at the end of the day. So yun yung ika-clarify lagi. So that's the Kichi-Kichi principle. You cannot do what you cannot see. Even sa mga corporations that I help out with or nagko-consult sa akin, ang ganda ng vision nila, kaya lang hindi nakikita ng tao eh. Hindi nila ma-paint sa mind nila.
So yung maliit na gap na yun, tinatawid mo sila doon.
Itatawid
dapat.
ko sila
Oo.
doon. So, ika-clarify lagi natin. Yun lang yung trabaho ko. But yung counseling sa healing, bibigay ko sa inyo yun. Pero sa healing part, naghahanap ako ng mga, I do find my ways with medical and stuff like that. But I'm more of a guy who pushes you towards or i-redirect kita towards clarity to where you really want to go. So yun yung yun yung healing part ko in a way na pag nakikita ko they took that first step and I learned from them Yun yung maganda doon.
How many life coaches do we have? Nakilala mo? I mean, is there a group or...
Meron naman.
oo.
Sa Christian world, there are. Pero kasi sometimes, depende kung gaano karami yung areas of responsibilities in terms of sa life. No? Marami naman, di ba, yung areas. Meron kasi nagsasabi na life coach sila kasi nasa financial...
Iba rin yun.
Iba yun.
Oo.
Iba yung coaches
Oo
sa
nga.
life, sa finances. Iba
Ito
rin
yung
yung...
kung open-minded ka.
Oo. Tapos iba rin yung coach ng sports coaches.
Oo.
Di ba? Kasi technically yung mga naging athletes, yun ang coach talaga nila.
The high-level athletes, they have a team.
They have
Oh,
a
yeah,
team.
they do.
Yeah,
Oo.
they have a team. Tapos pati nga sa mental health nila, emotional health, iba-iba yung coaches doon.
Dito, sa life coaching, syempre sa Christian world, marami.
Marami in a way kasi we go through training eh.
Yeah.
Tapos para lang hindi kayo matakot sa life coach. Ang life coach lang talaga ang trabaho
Oo,
lang ng
at tanggalin natin yung
hindi kami
naka-pedestal
experts,
na
okay?
concept.
Para maano ninyo, hindi kami experts in a way sa buhay. We're also navigating our own lives. Except that we just know what to ask you.
You
May
know the prompts.
May sinabi ka sa akin, tatanungin kita. No, kung ready ka o hindi, nasa sayo yun.
So, ganun kasimple.
Ganun
You're
kasimple.
not in the high pedestal na, life coach ako. Alam ko, ginagawa ko. Ayusin ko
Hindi.
buhay mo.
Hindi. Tatanungin ka, papaklarify ko sa iyo. Bakit? Parang, so what happened? Papakwento mo muna. So what made you decide to go through this route? Are there any other routes?
So, isang
Ha-
tanong niya, 10 tanong mo.
Oh, palalim tuloy ng palalim, di ba? So ngayon, tatanungin ko, saan mo ba talaga gusto pumunta? Tapos ulitin ko, saan mo ba talaga gusto pumunta ang buhay mo?
So, ganun lang. Hanggang
Ganun.
ma-clarify.
Tapos, tatanungin ko rin, kung gusto niya na nga to, tatanungin ko na, ano ang mga kailangan mong gawin para makarating ka doon?
Hanggang unti-unti, mamamap out nyo na
Yun.
together.
At the end of the day, siya, hindi ako.
Siya ang magmamap
Siya
out.
kailangan mag-map ng kanyang buhay.
So, sumakses ka na kapag may mapa na ng konti.
Hindi ko ito na-consider na success eh. Ano yun eh, ang tawag na word doon, medyo vague ang success ng definition eh. Iba-iba naman ang definition natin ng success. Iba-iba rin ang definition natin ng mga pagdating sa coaching. Kaya ngayon eh, yung I take it easy. Dati kasi kaya tutulad na sinabi ko sa'yo, data-driven ako dati. Ngayon hindi na, parang tanda na ako, parang let's just do this, okay?
Tsaka diba the older we get, the more you know you don't know.
My
Yeah,
gosh.
marami ako talagang hindi alam.
And
Parang ganun.
at the end of the day, I think it's not about knowledge. It's about becoming a little wiser. Maybe
Yeah.
it's about it's realizing that it's okay to change. It's okay to feel like, oh no, I don't want to do this anymore. What's happening?
Yeah. Tsaka sa
This
mga
wasn't part of my 5-year plan.
That's true. Sa mga kabataan, it's okay to fail.
Yeah, it's okay
Kasi
to fail.
most of the time, yun ang takot nila eh.
You know, I had one client who told me when we identified what her dream was, she's like, but what if I fail? And I said, what is fail?
Yeah.
I don't even know what that word is. Kasi for me, fail is if you don't even
Try.
try.
That's right.
So I told her, what is fail? What defines failure? What defines success? I said, I think just be alive. And I think for me, that's one way I fill the well also, or fill my cup. It's like, do what makes you happy. Do it something fun for you.
Yeah.
What's fun for you? It's different for all of
Yes.
us. diba?
So, in the healing process, you also do a mapping of what their goals are, what their dreams are.
Kasi people come to me for different reasons. So it
Alrighty.
depends why they come to. Some of them, in fact, 2 of my clients, they're engaged, or they found the love of their life because of the process we went through
Oh.
with theta healing. kahit ako nagulat ako. I was like, oh
That's a
wow,
happy
ang galing.
thing.
Yeah, so it's hard. It's hard for me to define like yeah, like there were some people na they really had the goal, specific goal. Okay, then we'll tailor it to that. But sometimes people just wanna yeah, they just want to understand themselves. They want to feel better.
True.
Diba and I think that's why I also enjoy teaching. That's why I also enjoy putting together courses because
What
sometimes
courses do you put together? To give the people an idea of what you teach.
yeah, like recently what I enjoy teaching is healing with the chakras. So it's kasi or another course I've taught is yung parang what are the creative tools that you can use to grow into your own authenticity. Because sometimes when I'm listening to, when I'm having a one-on-one session, sometimes I have thoughts like, turuan ko lang to mag-morning pages, okay na yan. Like, or kung if I keep thinking if they just had the tools, then they wouldn't need me, or they would be so empowered na sure they can still talk to me, but it's already on a different level.
That's right.
Diba? Parang like if you're familiar with chakras, like if I have a pain yun sa puwet ko, and then realizing na, oh, it's because I'm feeling insecure about this or I don't feel supported. Sometimes that realization, I don't even have to do a healing on myself. Just realizing what the issue is, nawawala yung pain. So it's so powerful. Our minds and our bodies are so connected.
Do you think that today in our situation, kasi ang dami-daming nangyayari sa ating community, not only in our local, the national, but also in the international. And our reality, whatever generation we are in, we're left to cope with everything that's being thrown at us. Do you think that people need this kind of healing or this kind of coaching to be able to get by? Kailangan ba natin ng kuya? At kailangan ba natin ng some kind of healing?
I guess so. Kasi masyado tayong judgmental of each other instead of being just kind to one another.
Mas maraming mean people ngayon.
Yun nga eh. Yun ang nakakalungkot. We try to divide ourselves based on identities and social identities. That it's a sad part of our society. Tingnan mo tong election na lang.
Oh yeah. It's one of the more divisive
Or let's
elections
say,
that we've had.
Fellow ministers namin mag-aaway-away just because magkaibang factions. No? Ay, hindi nila alam yung mga tumatakbo magkakaibigan. Pero yung mga
Yung supporters ang
supporters
nag-aaway.
ang nag-aaway-away. Matatawa ka na lang pag nandun kami sa party, nandun sila, sama-sama sila. Tapos yung mga supporters nila
Hindi
nag-aaway.
nagpapansinan.
Oo, hindi nagpapansinan, di ba? It's a sad part of reality. And sabi ko nga, if we are just a little bit more kind, more understanding, yun nga, ang work natin is not done yet kasi nga, until they understand their identities, without the social identity that they're part of, yun yung target sana. Diba?
So kailangan talaga ng some kind of realization.
Yeah, I feel like this whole experience, being a human being, it's really about parang when we're spirit, we're all one. Walang problema doon, di ba? But why did we choose to have this earth experience? So I feel like everything that happens to you in this life, it's pointing towards that path, that search of understanding the self. And you're asking, do we really need all these healing modalities? Do you really need all of this? And I feel like, that's how amazing creation is. That's how limitless creation is, source is, whatever you want to call it. There's not just 5 shades of pink. There's like 50 shades of pink out
Na
there
mahirap
in nature.
i-spelling, oo.
Spell fuchsia. Until now, I don't know how to spell fuchsia. Hot pink na lang, hot pink. No, but I mean, and I feel like you gravitate towards what calls to you. And then maybe in 5 years, oh, I think I've outgrown this. I'm drawn now to this modality or to this philosophy. And I think that's the beauty of life, that we are growing.
That's
and
true.
and there's also this endless array of things to learn, like different fruits to eat, different trees.
Yeah.
'Di ba? So I feel like, walang basagan ng trip, 'di ba? You go where you're drawn and life will teach you. I love this saying na, should you choose option A or option B? It doesn't matter, because life will still lead you where you're meant to go. Now, of course, how you get there will vary depending
Will
on
vary.
which option.
Yes, right.
Gusto mo bang masakit? Gusto mo bang less masakit? So,
Pero may sakit pa rin,
but
kahit
I
ano.
think that's to take away the fear, because sometimes I have friends or clients who, oh no, which one should I choose? Which
Actually,
course?
may fear
Yeah.
nga.
And I tell them, like, don't be afraid. The important thing is that you exercise your power to choose.
The common thing that you've noticed in your clients or your coaches or the ones you heal, ano ba yung common fear? Is it to fail? Is it or is it to decide? Kasi nagva-vary, or there might be a commonality that you've seen through the years.
Well,
Para we can tell our
emotions
audience
kasi
na
yung fear, tapos yung projection na what if hindi mangyayari.
the unknown.
Unknown yun
oo.
eh. Tapos they would fear kung anong reaction ng parents or their loved ones.
Mm-mm. Fear to be judged. Parang ganun.
So ganon. So they remain stoic. Or, not stoic. They would rather not try
Oh, okay. Rather not try at all.
Yeah, than to risk it. Kumbaga,
Oh, that's sad. Never nila ito try.
yeah. Yun yung nakakalungkot eh. So, but in the years na yun ang madalas kong nakikita, lalo na sa mga Pinoy. Masyado tayong matakutin to take a chance to be somebody ba.
Mm-hmm.
So, yun, I think we feel sometimes na yun ang culture natin. Kaya ilan lang yung talaga nag-rise towards
Ito
prominence.
yung mga sumusugal.
Yung mga rise to prominence.
Yeah.
Isusugal talaga nila lahat.
For your clients naman.
Yeah, while John was talking, I was thinking about it. And kasi my prayer is always, dear God, please send me people who are finally ready to grow, who are ready to learn.
Oh.
Ayoko nang magpupok.
Ayun, oo.
And
Nakakainis yun.
like,
Totoo.
so the ones I
Yung
get
parang,
are-
sige na, itry mo na.
Pero
Yeah,
yun nga eh, meron talagang difficult people eh.
So the ones I get are usually the ones who are kind of, siguro because my field is a little bit more left of center or unusual to the Filipino culture or to the mainstream. So when they come to me or people like me, parang they're ready na.
Very
I
nice
am-
way of putting it.
I am ready to to do away na with what I grew up with. I'm ready to learn something new.
Have you ever been called weird?
Oh yeah, for sure. Hanggang
What do you
ngayon.
say?
That's nothing new to our field.
Oo, I mean,
Diba?
parang life coach, ano yun?
It just even becoming an actress, weird na nga yun eh. Sinabi sa akin ng lola ko when I was gonna go to Germany to do Miss Saigon there. She's like, Iha, people like us don't do theater. Tapos sinabi ko sa kanya, I know. She's like, you're still gonna go, no? Yep, I'm still gonna go. But I love my Lola. I was so close to her, but we were very honest with each other, which
At that
I
time, oh.
appreciate. Yeah, so
You've been called weird.
Of course.
How do you respond? Yung parang, ano ba kayo?
I'm unique eh. Kaya talagang weird. Iba yung quirks ko.
Oo.
Most of the time, hindi naman ako masasakyan. That's okay.
Mm-hmm.
Especially my age, hindi ako nasasakyan eh. Sabi ko, bakit nyo kasi kailangan ako sakyan? Di ba? Parang, hindi ko
Kaya
kailangan
sabi nga
nun.
ni Lisa, kanya-kanyang trip yan.
Yes.
Kanya-kanya trip talaga yan. So, ikaw naman, you just need to move forward. Learn to move forward.
Yeah. But you've risen above the perception of being odd to transitioning into helping other people, and you have helped other people. What can you, let's say, advise people now? Yung mga nanonood sa atin na currently experiencing difficulty in life. Kasi lahat naman tayo, we're experiencing that. Pero, how do you discern if you need external help na?
I always look at John. Ikaw na muna.
Amparo, starring si Jan.
Pag sa life coaching lang kasi when you're in a rut,
You need guidance na.
when you feel na you're stuck,
Mhm.
then you
You
come to me.
come to
Parang,
mindful morsels.
and let's have coffee.
That's an open
Invitation. Yeah.
For Lisa naman.
Yeah, actually,
Kasi not everybody is into pranic healing, energy healing. Oo, hindi lahat. So people
Yeah.
still think it's a cult. It's not.
it's not.
It's not a cult. It's heavily religious. It's heavily papupuntahin pa rin sa doktor.
Yeah.
We'll have another episode on healing, and of course tatawagan natin
if there's
si
one thing I've been
Lisa.
learning in the last few years, especially being on the grief journey as well, doing my grief work, it's
We're not emphasizing the grief Lisa
Yeah.
experienced, ha?
yeah, I learned that it's okay to ask for help.
Yes.
It's okay not to be okay, and a lot of
Yes.
people ask me, how do you cope? And I tell them I don't cope.
I
Because
don't
for
really.
me, coping, for me, I mean, I don't know if I'm defining it wrongly, but coping means you're just trying to be okay when you're not okay. And for me, I'm not saying na, magwawala ka and rip all your clothes off in the middle of the street. It's unless you really want to, I guess. but what I mean is, it's for me, like I said earlier, this has been a lesson in truly embracing myself, being vulnerable. And being vulnerable is not being weak. It's actually having the courage to say, this is me right now. And to allow yourself to be. And I'm so grateful that I didn't run away. I could have,
Yeah.
run away or gone into addiction, and it's always there.
Oh yeah.
But because I stayed the course, I love my kids. They actually, I feel like, really
Or very behaved, huh?
Nax, very behaved.
Kudos to Kalinaw and Amihan, very behaved.
Yes, and being steady for them, being present with them, and also grieving with them, allowing each
yeah.
other to cry, holding each other.
Living with the whole family.
I
Yeah.
feel like it's really strengthened us.
Mhm.
It's I feel like I'm a lot stronger now than, compared to my whole life. I feel like I'm more me now than I used to be. So that's what I want to tell people, like, don't be afraid to ask for help. Any kind of help.
Any kind of help.
And there's no shame in feeling the way that you
That's
do.
right. There's no shame
There's
in
no shame.
asking for help.
That's right.
Cliche na kasi it's okay not to be okay. Minsan ginagawa ng joke ng mga kabataan. Pero it's really true. It's okay not to be okay.
That's right.
And yeah, this episode, marami ang nagtataka kasi we've been talking about politics for the past months, and hindi ba kayo nagsasawa? The Breaking Point welcomes a lot of different topics, and right after elections, we thought that this would be the best episode that we could give right after that very divisive election. Na ihalal na po na proclaim na po halos lahat ng ating mga opisyal, save for some in Benguet, at tapos na po ang kampanya, and we are hoping that the clash of opinions and temperaments will die down, and eventually yun nga, go into forgiveness and healing of relationships, dahil alam natin napakaraming relationships ang naapektuhan ng ating eleksyon. Talagang maemosyon kasi ang eleksyon sa hindi lang naman sa Pilipinas, sa buong sa buong mundo. At ngayon, weeks after, we're healing, and our life coach and our reluctant healer are here to help us realize that we do need to reach out. And I give the floor to John first about his mindful morsels and, of course, his advocacy. You can mention the church if you'd like, so that people will know that there are channels that they can reach out to.
Yeah. Well, I'm part of the Good News Community Church. And the part, yung mas local na church is, they're called Ohana. So, yun yung kanilang branding na family. And there's a safe space there as well. But in my case, our personal advocacy ni Amparo is that we want more of the youth to be that the youth would know na merong safe space sa Mindful Morsels Cafe. Yun yung una naming advocacy. Tas if you feel that you are anxious or worried about something, if you need forgiveness or you need just come and have coffee with me. And we'll see where we're going there after na natin mag-usap. I have good food as well. I cook.
Yes.
I cook a lot, and I'll be more mindful in serving the next set of meals. Yun yung next project ko,
Yes.
aside from talking to you guys. So yeah.
All right, for Lisa, do you advertise yourself for your sessions? Do you have a handle in social media that you'd like to tell everybody? How do they find you? And the advantages of your practice of healing.
So yes, people can reach me through Instagram. I am Soul Creates 108. So I am happy to give one-on-one session, or if there's a group that wants to learn about the chakras or creative recovery, that's also something that I can do for people. I'm currently actually writing a book.
Yay.
That's what keeps me busy these days. But yes, like John, I make myself available to help people. Sometimes even just being a sounding board.
Yeah.
And I forgot na your other question. And you can buy my book, shameless self-promotion.
Go ahead.
You
Go
can
ahead.
buy my book at Mount Cloud Bookshop. Shout out to Padma and Fifi. Thanks for
Hello, Mount Cloud.
having my book in your shelves. I still get kilig every time I walk in there and see my book. You can also order the book directly from me. Now, if you live abroad, medyo mahirap. But if everyone has a friend in the Philippines
Yes,
who can hand carry that book, for
That's
you.
true.
right.
So,
That's true.
Soul Creates on
yes, Soul
Instagram.
Creates 108.
So that's how they will contact you.
Yes.
Okay. This episode of The Breaking Point proves that the resilience of the human spirit is anchored on, of course, our co-humans. May mga taong tutulong at tutulong sa atin. And it's just about reaching out and asking for help. So we have life coaches, we have healing, we have alternative practices, but ultimately, this will help us navigate our lives and make life a little bit easier and make every day a little bit more bearable, because everybody is actually really just plain humans. We're trying to cope every day. Pagkatapos po ng ating eleksyon, ito po ang ating kailangan tignan, ang ating mga sarili at kung paano tayo magsusurvive sa araw-araw pagkatapos ng ating madibdibang pangangampanya
Yeah.
sa ating pagpili ng ating mga hinalal na leader sa ating mga komunidad. And of course, the Breaking Point aims to help everybody navigate their everyday lives and the community every day. Para po sa mga nag-report sa atin sa ating Facebook at Instagram, na malugod po kaming nagpapasalamat sa mga report nyo at tatanggap po namin lahat ito. Nandito po kami ngayon sa Breaking Point para ibigay sa inyo ang issues that matter sa ating community. Maraming salamat po, Malen Katahan, for the Breaking Point. Thank you.
Magandang araw.
Maganda.